to as Start Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Florida's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll try it over the left side. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. And he'll be brought down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Mississippi State going up tempo. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. 2nd and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Shapen. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. They're going back to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Running it back, it's Abrams. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle, ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Excellent field position here for the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Chapin. It's caught. Runs through a tackle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. He's looking to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Makes a connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Finds his big tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Quarterback on the keeper. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Gators decide to punt it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. First down here for the offense. Movement here from the tight end. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Shapen. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Makes a move. Oh, he got loose. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Fires left. Pulls it in. There's a live football. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you're on defense, and it's wet, and it's rainy,
We'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. They're trying to get to it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the right. Touchdown, Gators! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting a touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll give it to him again. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And now on second down for this offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Booth. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Great move. Now he's got room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Florida. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution in that punt return.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Now on second down. To the air. It's Shapen. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about it as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that fires toward the end zone. And he intercepts it.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Firing to the right, complete. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see what they've got on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of time before he fires right.
And you cannot blame the big boys up front. The hog mollies get a lot of the blame a lot of the time. But Mr. QB had forever to throw the football, all day to get rid of it. He didn't. He took...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Starkville. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. From the gun, the running back has it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Gets open down the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. First down for this offense. Looking for space. It's Booth. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. off the play fake on first down to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. The incompletion brings up a second down. They'll run it from the gun. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Lagway. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Makes the grab on the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. This time they'll go to the running game. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He leaves it with the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Coming after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Offense set on 1st down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Offense working from the pistol. Off play action. Looking for the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. First down to start the drive after the break. On the ground, it's Booth. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And, man, that stings because this offense needed every single possession they had left. Now down by 2 possessions, and you're kicking the football off. That was a play that kind of just ended this one. This offense had to put points up, and instead they give up the big safety.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Fires one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now 2nd and 10. The short hands, it's Johnson.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Quickly to the tight end. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Gets rid of it. He looks that one in nicely. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Gators are on the move. Quarterback will audible. Going up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that. Because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. The quick out. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarter.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. Finds the tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. He's looking for a man on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to pass. It's Shapen. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Leaves it with the running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Just feeds the running back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
This senior quarterback knows how to take a hit and still deliver a completion. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Booth. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Dialing up a second down pass play. They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man. It's Mosley.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Shapen. Time to take a shot. It's complete. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Wants to go up top. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Mississippi State!
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Only 14 seconds to play. The hands team on the field, and it'll come down to this onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are, when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.